Hey guys, I'm Daisho here with a gameplay commentary of Call of Duty Black Ops, and today I am bringing you a gameplay that is not my gameplay. I stole it off of the hard drive of Call of Duty. No, I'm just messing with you guys. It's Hutch's gameplay, and basically today or yesterday, I don't know, he tweeted that he had a lot of gameplay that was good, and if you wanted, you could steal his gameplay and upload it. And I mean, not steal it, obviously. It's just record it, but I decided to take advantage of that because I mean, I don't really show you guys such great gameplay usually. I'm not the best of players, but I feel like you guys might want to see the perspective of a really good player. So I mean, I was looking through his gameplays and he had so many good gameplays, it was ridiculous. Like the worst, I was really when I was looking through his gameplays after the first few, I noticed a trend. He was doing really well in all of them. There like wasn't any games where he lost, or I mean, I don't know about losing because it was hard to tell, but I mean, just based on the little preview thing that theater mode gives you. But basically, he was going at least 2 KD in almost all of them, and it was like ridiculous how well he was doing in every single game. And so I searched through a lot of them, and I found a really good score. One which was like 51-3 on Crisis or something like that. And then I watched it, and it wasn't the best gameplay. It was kind of boring. It was basically just him camping to get a couple of kill streaks, but his team was winning anyway. So like, what are you supposed to do in domination if you're not camping? But there's a few things that I saw in this gameplay that I picked up on that maybe Hutch should change. But I mean, I'm not gonna give Hutch advice or anything because he's so much of a better player than I am. But anyway, I'm going to get off his dick for a second and start talking about the gameplay. So he does really well in this game. He goes 41-6 with 6 captures and 6 defends. But I don't know. A lot of the times he makes weird decisions that I don't really understand. For instance, his secondary is Estrella, but he never uses the Estrella in this game, and he switches it out for secondaries like 4 or 5 or 6 times, and he tries to do it a couple of more times. I don't know, I really think that a pistol would have done him a lot better in this game, because if he had when you switch for a different gun, I mean, obviously the pistol is just going to be so much faster, and it'll save you a lot of time, and it could save you a couple of deaths. Plus, as you saw in the beginning of the gameplay, he ran out of ammo with his AK, and I'm not going to blame him because I do the same thing so often. Which is when I run out of ammo or something like that and I'm shooting at a couple of people, I switch weapons, and then later, after he switched weapons, he realized, oh shit, I've got Estrella, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? But he's got like dual mags and sleight of hand, so it's really quick to switch weapons, and I mean, obviously that would have been a better choice, and he would have done that in retrospect, but it's easy to say that. Anyway, he plays really objectively in this game. Most of the entire game, except a little bit towards the end where he's camping, is him just playing for the objective, killing people on the objective, going to other objectives. I mean, that's what he's doing now. His teammate makes it there before him and saves the A flag, but he's still running all the way towards the A flag, and here's one of those situations where he switches out the Estrella. It doesn't hurt him at all there, but it costs him some time that he didn't necessarily need to lose, because it takes so long to switch out to the Estrella. I mean, obviously there are some situations where it's better to have Estrella, and I'm sure that's why he has it. He just feels that the pistol isn't really going to do him much good, but I don't know, whatever. I'm just going to get off that topic. But anyway, domination, in my opinion, is probably one of the most boring game types if your team is good or is way better than the other team, because, oh my god, quad, aw, he got 2 of them. That was pretty cool. But it would have been amazing if he had gotten a quad spray to save that flag. If he had stunned him before, then maybe he would have had a chance. But I don't know what he did there. It was some weird thing where he threw the first stun really high and then the second one really low, and they both landed at the exact same time. I don't know if that was just a pro elite strategy or if it was just nothing. I don't know. But anyway, as I was saying, domination, in my opinion, is really boring when you have a good team. As you see towards the end, all he really has to do is camp, wait outside their spawn. Because if you go into their spawn, which is what his team ends up doing, then you're in a worse position because you have to go travel and find where their spawn is, and they're gonna be able to cap all their flags. The right thing to do is to actually just camp outside their spawn, and it's just boring to watch, boring to play. So I mean that's the main reason why I don't play much team deathmatch. I know I follow Hutch on Twitter, obviously, if I'm showing you this gameplay, but he posts a lot, not a lot, but every once in a while he posts about team deathmatch and how boring it is. And I agree that sometimes team deathmatch can be really boring, especially on a map like Array. Even Havana is actually, in my opinion, the worst map for team deathmatch, but I play so much team deathmatch and I really like the game type. I mean, you don't have to camp, and if you understand the spawns well enough, then you can rush pretty successfully, and it'll switch the spawns, but you'll know when it starts switching the spawns and you'll know when to turn around. I don't know. I like team deathmatch. It's not for everyone, I guess, but this is really unfortunate, by the way. He gets his Blackbird and he picks up his dogs, not his dogs, his chopper gunner, but he fails against his dogs, and it was kind of a weird situation. So first of all, he's just gonna pick up this kill pretty easily because he knew where the guy was, and then he does something really smart, which is he doesn't want to get into an engagement with this guy. If I was playing, I probably would have just rushed out because I knew where he was. But he is smart enough to stun that guy. The only problem is he gives up his position, and then somebody stuns him and then knifes him in the back like a little ghost bitch. But anyway, I was talking about team deathmatch, and I was going to talk about Havana a little bit. So Havana, that map, you basically spawn all the way in the back. Like if you have the CDOM spawn, I think it's CDOM. It's the one where there's like a little like anti-air gun or whatever, and it's like all the way in the back of the map. If you have that spawn and you're playing team deathmatch by yourself, the spawn is literally never gonna switch. I played an entire game and the spawn didn't switch. I spawned there in the back of that map every single time, and it really is. It's so. Oh, by the way, here's the part where I'm talking about Hutch is pretty much going to stay here for the rest of the game. He's not in their spawn, and he's pretty much just waiting for them to come out, and that's what he should be doing. He shouldn't be rushing into their spawn. A couple of his teammates do, and he gets lucky that they die right away, but he definitely did the right thing by staying outside their spawn. So anyway, Havana, you're just going to stay in the back spawn, and that spawn is so much worse because you either have to run across the middle of the map unprotected, or you have to run into the fountain area, and those are really the only two ways to get out of the spawn. And obviously you don't want to run into the fountain area because there's always going to be somebody camping by the fountain. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about, but there's that stupid fountain that everybody can camp by really easily, and it's so easy to just pick off anybody who's walking through. And I mean, one game I had the other spawn, I had the good spawn on Havana TDM, and my team was getting massacred. This one guy had like 2 Blackbirds and a chopper gun or whatever, and then we were down by like 2,500 points, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, what am I doing? And then I just start camping by the fountain. They keep pouring out of that building, and we ended up winning the game. It was a pretty good comeback, but it was only because of the spawn. The next game I had the other spawn, and I spent the entire game just trying to get the spawns flipped, and I failed. I was barely even going for kills. Like I remember at one point I was like 2 and 6 or something like that, and I just couldn't get the spawn flipped. I mean, I was messing with their spawn. They were spawning on the other side of the map, but they weren't spawning all the way in our spawn. So anyway, he went 41 and 6, 6 captures, 6 defense. Really good game, Hutch. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Have a nice day. Bye.